It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning, everyone. How are you today? Welcome to the morning show on XL7. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Karen McCaig, and I'm here with my partner in crime. I can't talk, but yes, Scooty Patootie.
We were talking about crime earlier.
We were talking about crime. So, welcome to our show. How's everybody? How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Well, I'm peachy.
How's your week so far?
Well, in birthday month, it's been good. Yes.
Okay,
birthday month for my husband.
Well, all right. So now we went from week to month.
Yeah, it's been birthday month. Yeah,
I thought we were going to celebrate the week.
Yes.
And now it's moved to celebrating the whole dang month.
It's always been birthday
happy
month.
Birthday again, Pat.
You don't have to say happy birthday every day, but yes, in the McCaig household, we celebrate birthday month all month long.
I would, if it was my house, I would make you sing me happy birthday every day of that month.
Well, you know why he doesn't do that is because he knows I'll do it. I would get up and sing happy birthday every day. Every day, maybe more than once.
Until he was sick of it.
Yeah, it's like, do not sing it again. But no, I would. So, anyway.
Do you know what's cool about today?
What?
We're one day closer.
One day
closer.
It's day 52.
It is.
Day 52. Will Karen make it to day 0? That is the polling question for the day. Since I've already exceeded your expectations.
Oh, yeah, you exceeded. I thought you'd make it a week, so yeah. I'm impressed.
Well, we'll see.
Day 52, that's 52. Cool.
It does interfere with my nighttime activities because I'm a night owl, and I have to go to bed a little bit earlier.
What time do you normally go to bed?
Normally, I probably about 2 or 2:30 in the morning. Sometimes
and then what
later.
Time would you normally get up if I wasn't making you get up for this?
9.
9?
Yeah, maybe, or earlier. I might be awake before 9. Probably I would be, but I wouldn't. 9 is kind of the target. Like, okay, it's 9. I've got to get up now.
Yeah, I gotta get to bed a little earlier than that. Of course, I get up a little earlier.
Yes. What time do you usually go to bed?
9. I try to be in bed by 9. Doesn't mean I'll necessarily be asleep until probably 10.
And then you get up at
3:30.
See, I'm just getting kind of started when you're going to bed. And I've always been that way, even when I worked really early morning hours in nursing, I would be a night owl. I would be cleaning my house at midnight and have to get up at, 5.
Oh, geez.
So, anyway, what are you going to do? Too old to change now. But I appreciate you making me get up out of bed to come and have so much fun.
Oh, you bet. You bet. You get to have fun and just enjoy life.
Yes, I was being sarcastic.
You get to hang out with me. I mean.
Yes, that makes it all worthwhile. Oh, brother. So, hey, guess what today is? August 7th.
Oh, no.
Just guess.
It is Thursday?
It is Thursday, August 7th. It is. There's a couple of notable days today.
Okay.
The first one is quite serious. It's very nice. It's National Purple Heart Day.
Okay.
Have you? I don't think I've met anyone that was awarded the Purple Heart. They're given now.
Yeah.
They're given primarily if you're wounded or killed in action. But have you ever met a Purple Heart recipient?
I don't think so.
I mean, I do appreciate the veterans.
I mean, I probably met them, but they've never showed me that.
Yes. It was actually...
I met some vets that have been through this stuff.
Yes, yes. Well,
I'm blessed to...
I'm sure that's the ones that are wounded, I'm sure that there is some degree of selflessness, humility
Yeah.
that comes with that. But definitely thank you to all the veterans out there, whoever you are, wherever you are. Love all of you. Thank you for securing our freedom, maintaining our freedom. But yeah, the Purple Heart was actually started in 1782. It was by George Washington. He developed it for, it was called the Badge of Merit, I think is what it was called. And but it was not necessarily for just being wounded or killed in combat. They would award it for other things. But then General MacArthur was one of the people that pushed for it to be a military award of merit for being wounded or
That's cool.
killed. So anyway, happy National Purple Heart for
That's
anyone
awesome.
out there that has one. Appreciate you. And then the other day, today,
The other day.
the other national day that's more frivolous.
Is it better than National Underwear Day?
Yeah, I know. It is a step up from that, but it's National Sea Serpent Day.
Get you a sea serpent
Yes.
today.
Now, when I think,
Now, a National Sea Serpent Day.
yes. So, I think of like the Loch Ness Monster when I think of a sea serpent, mythical, legendary,
yeah.
or, but around here, we should be in a prime area for unidentified objects in the water that could be sea serpents, mythical or
Sea serpents.
legend, the White River.
The legends will
lakes and
flow
everything.
today.
I know. But I've not heard of any around here. Have you?
I have not.
Mysterious goings-on, mysterious creatures of the water in this area.
You never know.
You never know. I'm just always glad whenever I don't see a snake in my toilet. That's, because you read stories about
Yeah.
people having snakes in their toilet. So to me, that would be the ultimate. It's like, I don't want to see that.
I got to agree with you on that one.
I don't like snakes anyway, but,
Not in the toilet.
no, not anywhere. I don't like them. I do not like snakes. But anyway, so happy National Sea Serpent Day. And if you have a story about a local unidentified creature in the water, just email it to Scooter. He'll be happy to sift through those.
No, Lord. There we
Maybe
go.
we'll read one on air next year. I don't know.
The Sea Serpent Day.
So, well,
Okay.
I think on that note, we should just go ahead and move right into
The prayer.
the prayer brought to us by,
Get control of your show, will you?
yes, Get Control. Well, it's your show, I guess. I'm just a visitor for 52 more days. Then it's my show. But the morning prayer, of course, brought to us by Hospice of the Ozarks, the only not-for-profit hospice provider since 1979, and in Baxter and Marion counties. And of course, we always talk about what great work they do over there. So if you or someone you know is facing end-of-life decisions, or you are dealing with a debilitating or chronic illness, give them a call, 870-508-1771. They do such good work over there. I can't talk enough about them, and we just appreciate everything that they do for people in the community in need. And of course, they have bereavement counseling, the hospice house. They have a care coaching program through their palliative care services, and just volunteer opportunities. If you're interested in giving back to the community, that's a great way to do it. So give them a call at 870-508-1771, and they'll be happy to walk that journey with you. So let's bow our heads and go to the Lord in prayer. Heavenly Father, we thank you for this beautiful day that you have created and given to us, and I just thank you for being Lord and Savior and dying on the cross for our sins, and I just pray that each person will know you as I know you, personal relationship with you, and we just thank you for all of the riches and blessings that you shower upon us. We thank you for the gift of each new day, and we pray for those who are sick or grieving, those who have needs that are unspoken. to others. You know our every need, and we just pray that you will provide for those needs and fill our lives with purpose and meaning. Walk with us today that we may honor you throughout our day today. In the name of Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.
Amen.
So, quick word from the Z Team?
Yep.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Bob Zador of the Z Team. I'd like to share something with you. Our team didn't need to reach everyone to be considered successful. We only needed the power of one. One person who was delighted with the way they were treated, helping them to reach their real estate goals. One person who told another person who told another, and so on. So if you're ready to buy or sell real estate, the Z Team would like to be your one. Give us a call. 870-405-0793, Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show. We are having such a great time. Well, Scooter and I'm having a great time.
She's having a great time. I'm
sure
sitting there
Scooter
suffering
is.
for it.
Well, let's talk about the weather and the Z Team, because the weather is brought to us today by the Z Team. Bob and Linda Zadora, 870-405-0793. Pillars of the community. They are award-winning realtors and your relocation go-to people, and they'll help you buy, sell, whatever you want to do, upsize, downsize, in between size. So shall we go to the weather camera? Do we
You
have
bet.
the weather rock yet?
No, we're
No,
still working on
the
that.
weather
But
rock
we got
camera.
the zoom in camera here that moves around, gets some different shots, and what a beautiful morning!
That
this
is a
morning.
beautiful morning. I can't believe no one's out on the river
Nope.
yet. And, of course, you can go to retiredarkansas.net and see what's happening with their cameras at any time. And while you're on that website, you can just take a look at the information on the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora at Century 21 Lemac. The listings are on there, and the list of all the awards, and just a wealth of information, and especially the cameras, though. And
How much water's going down there?
It does look like the water's going down.
I'm going down river. Look how it's we're full. It's full.
You know what though? It
Normally
looks like a little bit
I've got a still
lower.
shot, but normally you got a whole beach and everything right here.
Yes, that's true.
And then you can kind of see the beach around the trees. And you can't
you
anymore.
can't see that now, but it does look like maybe it's a little bit lower than it has been. I don't know. But that is a beautiful, beautiful shot right there. And then you got the park. Nobody's out in the park yet this morning, so I would have thought people would have been out walking and stuff this morning, because it's a great day before it gets too hot. But what a great view.
Mm-hmm.
I bet they have a deck that they can just sit out there and look at that view.
I mean, that's got to be tough to get up in the morning, grab a cup of coffee, sit out there and watch this.
I kind of feel bad for them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
But they do great work, and we appreciate everything that they do for the community. So give them a call again at 870-405-0793 or retire to arkansas.net. There's a current going there. The river's flowing. Mm-hmm. Look how clean that river is. Yeah. We're so lucky.
We are.
Even with the water being so high, it's just still a beautiful, beautiful view. Well, let's do some temperatures while we're looking at that view. Mountain Home is at 72. Harrison is at 72. Batesville is 70. Yaleville 72. Marshall 70. Salem at 68, Mountain View 70, Calico Rock at 68, West Plains 68, Springfield at 75, Poplar Bluff at 70, and St. Louis is already at 76. Such a pretty view. All right, well, shall we look at the map and see what's happening? There is just nothing really going on in our area, fortunately. They're getting looks like some weather up in Des Moines and and at the border of Iowa and Missouri. But I won't forget to zoom in today momentarily if I can get there we go. Nothing much happening.
You gotta
Okay, why
scroll.
is that?
You keep clicking on it. You gotta
I know.
scroll.
I'm scrolling.
There you go.
You're right. I keep clicking, scrolling. It's all.
I can hear the click, click.
I know. Yes, clicking, scrolling. It's all the same to me. Hey, nothing's going on. Look at that. Clear as a bell.
I'll take it.
I'll take it too. And there's no advisories or warnings, no heat advisories or warnings, so that's great news. Today the high is going to be, whoops, what is that happening?
There's no telling with you.
User error. High 93 today, sunny. Heat index as high as 97, so make sure and stay hydrated if you're working outside. Tonight, mostly clear, low around 71. Friday, sunny, high near 95, with heat index as high as 100. Clear on Friday night, low around 72. Saturday, sunny, high near 94. Saturday night, mostly clear with a low around 70. Sunday, sunny with a high near 92, and Sunday night mostly clear with a low around 71. Then Monday, there is a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 1 p.m., but otherwise it'll be sunny with a high near 91, and then Monday night, mostly clear, low around 71, and then Tuesday and Wednesday we have a chance of showers and thunderstorms. So it's going to be hot and dry the next few days. Make sure and stay hydrated. And pollen count, tree pollen none, grass pollen moderate today, ragweed none. Lake levels. Norfolk Lake, 565.25 feet. Level is 13.25 feet above full pool of 552. And Bull Shoals is at 678.85 feet. Level is 19.85 feet above full pool of 659. And Bull Shoals Dam is running 8 units, and Norfolk Dam is running 2 units. And that is the weather brought to us by the Z Team. All right, quick word now.
No, we're going to take a break.
We're going to take a full break because I'm over again. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Your senior healthcare specialist is VACO Insurance in Mountain Home. Retired law enforcement and disabled veteran owner Frank VACO and staff can help you with all your insurance needs. VACO Insurance provides coverage for most carriers in the area, such as Medicare, Affordable Care Act, individual, or any other health or life insurance options. With over 13 years experience and agents in multiple areas and locations throughout northern Arkansas and southern Missouri, VACO Insurance is the right choice to handle all your insurance needs. That's VACO Insurance, located in Mountain Home.
For all things glass, contact the professionals at Clear Results Glass in Mountain Home. Whether you're needing a rock chip repair or a full windshield replacement, Clear Results Glass can take care of all of your automotive glass needs with fast turnarounds at competitive prices. They service business and residential customers and can custom cut any glass or provide you with the right fit for your home windows, sliding doors, commercial glass, or even a frameless shower enclosure. Contact Clear Results Glass today for a quote or to schedule your next glass project. That's Clear Results Glass, located in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Hospice of the Ozarks, our purpose is you, not just your illness. We offer a compassionate plan of care that respects your dignity and honors your wishes with countless services and groundbreaking programs. We are committed to improving the quality of life for both you and your family. We provide care and support in the comfort of wherever you call home, but we also have the area's only hospice house when needed. As the only local not-for-profit hospice, we will never turn away a patient regardless of their ability to pay. Learn more at hospiceoftheozarks.org.
Oh, honey, we've had such a wonderful vacation here in the Ozarks. I really hate to go home.
I know. The lakes, the rivers, they've all been great for fishing. Oh, and the boating and the swimming.
And the people are so nice in the stores and restaurants.
Let's call an agent and see if we can make Mountain Home our new home.
Call the Z-Team, 870-405-0793. Century 21 Lemac Realty, 1024 Highway 62 East Mountain Home.
870-405-0793. Hello, Z-Team?
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 Series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
Welcome back to the morning show. Community events brought to us by Ozark Farm and Lawn. I'm all discombobulated because of what goes on behind the scenes that you all don't see. But Ozark Farm and Lawn at 4423 Highway 62 West, Mountain Home, 870-425-3434. Go on their webpage. If you are looking for farm or lawn or construction equipment, they have just got an amazing amount of inventory on site that you can take a look at. But check out their website, ozarksfarmandlawn.com. New equipment, pre-owned, package deals, services, parts. They can answer all your questions. You can check out all of their massive amount of inventory and take them for a little test drive out back.
They have been around for many, many years,
Yes.
and they can help you figure out what's going on with your tractor. If you're looking for repairs or if you're needing parts, they'll take care of you.
And they've got promotions listed on their website. So Kubota, New Holland, just all kinds of things. So check them out, and we appreciate them sponsoring the community events. All right, coming up this Friday, tomorrow, over at Twin Lakes Playhouse, they are opening their production for 3 weekends of Jane Eyre. You can get tickets 870-424-0444 or twinlakesplayhouse.org. And tickets are on sale now. And then there's upcoming auditions for the next production, which is a musical comedy called Nonsense. And auditions are coming up, several dates starting August 16th. Angie Cotter Leach is the director, and you can reach her for more information at 417-255-3439. City of Mountain Home Hickory Park Concert Series. August 9th are going to have the Leslie Williams Band. Free entry, and that's over at Hickory Park at 466 South Hickory Street. Food vendors will be available, no alcohol. And then the Junior Auxiliary of Mountain Home is hosting the Back to School Bash. That is Saturday, August 9th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And it's free for K through 12 students here in Baxter County. And that's over at First Baptist Church, the CLC building. For more information, you can contact Mary House at 870-421-8368. Free food, backpacks, clothes, socks, shoes, hygiene items, and more. So check that out. And then over at the LC Siemens Youth Center on August 9th from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., they're having a free Kinder Mixer 2025 for those entering Mountain Home Kindergarten for this upcoming school year. There will be face art, inflatables, games, pizza and drinks while supplies last, pizza from Papa John's, and more information can be found at cityofmountainhome.com/events, or you can call 870-424-7275. Monday, this coming Monday, August 11th, Serenity's 15th annual Taste of the Twin Lakes over at Baxter County Fairgrounds, and that doors open, I believe, at 5:30. Yes, doors open at 5:30. Tickets are $50 and can be purchased at the Chamber, Serenity Inc., or the Purple Door. Check that out. That's their main fundraiser. And then there's a lifeguard challenge coming up on August 16th or August 23rd, depending on your age group. And that is prerequisite testing for Red Cross to become eligible to become a certified lifeguard. And you can contact Megan at MENGELER@cityofmountainhome.com. You do have to register ahead of time. It's for ages 14 and up, and participants 14 to 17 need parent permission. And then August 12th at 6 p.m. at Fujiyama's Japanese Steakhouse, the Military Service Sisters are having their monthly meeting. So those are the oh, and Sarah has a community event. I'm sorry, I almost forgot.
Impact Faith is hosting Faith Factor, a Kid Crusade, Faith Over Fear. 2 Timothy 1:7, God did not give us a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. And that's August 8th and 9th. That's tomorrow and Saturday from 6 to 8. If you get there early at 5:30, there's a free meal and registration. All kids welcome, from worship and games to faith lessons and salvation invitations or altar calls. Impact Faith is hosting this, and that's located at 940 East 9th Street, Mountain Home.
All right. And community events brought to us by Ozark Farm and Lawn. And now we're going to take a break, right?
Take a break.
And we're going to be right back, so don't go away.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as it would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite, climate-controlled, and air-filtered boarding facility in the area, with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Providing caring, compassionate services at an affordable price is our goal at Connor Family Funeral Home. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that treats our friends and neighbors just like family, with a wide range of services and options to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area. Connor Family addresses all the details with no hidden fees, so you can rest assured that you are treated like family for a more personalized and worry-free service. That's Connor Family Funeral Home, where compassion and affordability meet, located in Mountain Home.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the Mountain Home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
It's a liquidation closeout at Sleep Mart. All 2024 Flex Store.
Welcome back to the morning show. Look who popped in today, Sheriff John Montgomery. Welcome back, Sheriff.
It's glad to be here, you know.
Hey, I just want to start off with this because I learned a fun fact about you just a few minutes ago, that you used to do some DJ work. And
that was many years ago, probably in the, it was the late 70s, early 80s, and I had a I actually had equipment, and we traveled around, and I played DJs and music back in the disco days.
The disco days, I
for
remember
proms,
those.
and put on a few dances. There's a little community center called Thomasville, Missouri, which is north of there and east of West Plains, and used to rent that out and put on venue in, and would advertise and have dances there. And, yeah.
Did you have a DJ name that you can share with us? Or?
Well, we just my company was called Vibes, only it was spelled VIBS instead of. But yeah.
I like that. Well, and look at you now, you're sheriff.
Yep. Of course, Scooter knew that.
I did not know
yeah,
that.
because he knew me before.
He knew you before you
were me.
Were you?
Yeah.
Yes. So, well, that's just a fun fact about the sheriff that I didn't know. So, I think that's cool. I remember the disco days. I just want you to know that was my era. So, all right. So, what's happening in the world of Sheriff John Montgomery?
Well, the weather's hot, of course, and dry, and we're busy. Fortunately, we don't have that many extremely serious calls. We had one, and I got to brag on our deputies. We had a pretty serious incident that happened not too long ago, and there was a standoff man with a gun, and he was had holed up, and so our deputies, I think, did exactly what they were trained to do. They showed great restraint, and I was very proud to see that all the training they had gone through paid off, and fortunately we were able to take the subject into custody without anybody getting hurt, and to me that's what it's all about, is to, we got to hold people accountable, and we want to do everything we can to try to make sure that nobody gets hurt, and it worked out well. And so I'm very, very proud of the men and women that were actually out on that call.
That's wonderful. Yeah, we hear on the news so much about incidents in other places, but talk a little bit, you've talked about it before, but talk a little bit about the training that they go through with de-escalation techniques.
Oh, absolutely. And we've got, and that's part of the thing that's important, because, we don't want to, you can, as the old saying goes, in all the years I've been worked for law enforcement, 37 years, really only had a couple of major, what I would call, fights where you were truly fighting for your life. Most of the time, you through the training you de-escalate through your talk, your actions, etc. And I think that's important. Certainly, there's a time when you want to, you have to respond with force. But if you can de-escalate that scene, and that's what we do, extensive training with our deputies to do that, because that's by far the best choice. So they go through, when they go through the academy, it's 13 weeks long, and we call it kind of basic training, and then they come back and they do a field training program with our certified field training officers, and then from then it's ongoing training we do every year. Some of it's online, some of it's in a classroom type setting, and some of it we do scenario type things, and even down as simple as how to deploy a set of spike strips or things like that. We train, just like when we had the prisoners break back 2 or 3 months ago, our deputies are trained on how to respond. They immediately, when the call goes out, they go get in their car, they go straight to their particular roadblock assignment. And again, there's just a lot of training that happens that people don't realize. But it's important to me because not every scenario is the same. We talk domestic violence. We go through lots of training on how to deal with domestics, but there's no two the same. So you want that experience and that training of all the different aspects, so that when that situation arises, they can make quick, sound decisions based on their experience and their training.
I know that you had mentioned during one of your other visits here that most of the calls you get are related to domestic violence. Is that still?
Yeah, we answer. Unfortunately, we answer a lot of domestic and I'm going to say domestic related calls. Not all of them include violence, and in my opinion, there's way too much of it. The officers are, the law is pretty clear and most of the aspects of that, and so when arrests are made, they're sent to court. Now, once that happens, unless there's a trial, basically the officer is finished. I mean, once they make that arrest, and and then many times, and there's lots of reasons for it, but many times, the victim, wants to drop charges, and so they'll go meet with the prosecutor and ask those charges to be dropped. And I think that happens way too often, frankly, because we talk about repeat offenders that keep getting arrested over and over, but we have that same situation in domestic violence where we arrest the same folks over and over for domestic related issues. Now, understand there's a lot of reasons behind that. Some of it's financial, some of it psychological and mental holds. So I certainly recognize that, but yeah, that's and those are some of the most dangerous calls. I mean, I can remember many years ago responding to a domestic, and I could hear it going on pretty heavy inside, and I had to respond before my backup got there, and that's when I worked for the city, and went through the front door, and the man was, literally beating on the woman, and had hit her a couple of times while I was trying to get to him. Well, I grabbed him, and when I put him to the ground and was trying to put the handcuffs on him, she jumps on my back, hitting me, telling me, leave him alone, leave him alone.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my goodness. So would you say in the majority of the calls you get domestic related, usually are there arrests made?
I don't know that I can give you an exact answer to that. I'd say, there's certain guidelines of when an arrest is to be made and when an arrest is not to be made, and some of it is judgment, yes, but the law, goes into some details about, how to handle those, and again, that's a lot of training goes into that, so that the deputies know, basically what actions to take.
So I'm curious with that situation you were just talking about. You've got the lady on your back hitting on you. What was the outcome of that?
I didn't arrest her. The man was arrested and taken to jail because, again, I witnessed, and the laws have changed to the betterment since then. Back then, there were some. Had I not witnessed it, and if she didn't want to press charges, there wouldn't have been a whole lot that could have happened. Those laws have changed now.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it's interesting to me, the dynamic sometimes on things like you were just describing, but there's different variables.
And again, there's a circle of violence, so to speak. And a lot of times it starts out, verbal abuse, and then a lot of times that'll just continue to escalate. And so I want to repeat it. I do understand a lot of the dynamics, and sometimes the victim can't survive financially without them, and so they panic, and not wanting the either spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, arrested. But again, we're here to protect, and so we have to do our job, and then the prosecutor has to do their job, and the judge has to do their job. So
right. And if they choose not to press charges, and then they call you again, you go back out and have to every single time.
Correct. Yeah.
So I'm curious. Do you all ever go with DHS on calls if there are children?
Yeah, we do. We do upon request, and so it depends. Sometimes it's most of the time DHS is going to respond on their own. Now, if we end up arresting a parent and the children are there by themselves, we're going to call DHS to come pick up the children. And then, the law says, if DHS wants to check out your residence, you're going to have to let them. And so we have situations sometimes where they, the parent or whoever doesn't want to let DHS in, and then we get those type calls to assist. So
I would think that those could be potentially volatile situations as well. Well, really any situation you'll get called out on.
Well, it is, domestic violent response. When we respond, those are typically the most dangerous calls we respond to, and I'm talking about day in and day out. And by far, we answer more of those type calls than we do, and we live in a great area. I mean, you think about it, we don't have the robberies and the murders and like the big big cities.
Yes,
so
absolutely. We're fortunate in that. On so many levels at that. So with it being summer, what about anything going on with the water team? Have there been any emergencies?
No, our dive team, other than going through training again on those, we have several new divers, so we're doing a lot of training with them to get them up to speed, and we're fortunate. And I think this is one of the things that we would have to say has been a success. Back 20 years ago when I started as sheriff, it was not uncommon for us to have to recover drowning victims 3-4 a year, from the lakes. And so several years ago, we had a meeting with the Game and Fish, the Corps of Engineers, and we decided we were going to really crack down on the operating a boat while intoxicated. We're really going to crack down. We call it BWI, boating while intoxicated. And I remember that first year, there was quite a few arrests made, and there were some upset folks from boat dock owners and resort owners, and because their customers are being arrested. But I would have to call that a success because now we don't make that many arrests, and I can't remember how many years it's been since we've had a drowning victim.
Hey, that is great.
And I want to say, without having anything in front of me, I want to say that the last two, which is, again are scattered years apart, I don't think either one of those had anything to do with alcohol. And before that, those victims, almost in every case, there was some alcohol-related event that caused that drowning. So would have to call that a huge success, and it was a partnership, again, between the Corps of Engineers, the Game and Fish, and the Sheriff's Office to get that done.
That's great. Yeah, listening again to the news out of Missouri and stuff, some lakes it seems like they have there's always stories about accidents, boating, drowning, terrible things happening, but knock on wood, we don't have a lot of reports on the news.
No, we don't, and we're very fortunate.
Yes. Yes.
So, and we've had some boat dock thefts, and so we've actually got suspects that we have identified, and so hopefully we'll be making arrests on those soon.
I saw those pictures a while back. The cameras caught some very good images of.
We've been able to identify them, and we're working through some the paperwork now and we should be, again, those folks should be arrested soon.
Excellent, very good. So at this point, what's coming up for you all? Do you have anything coming up that would be higher level?
Well, school's about to start, and so we've got school resource officers in Cotter and Norfolk. Mountain Home City Police has school resource officers in all the city, the schools in the city, the public schools, and so heightened alert, school buses and kids, and just, we want to, and we'll be concentrating, and that kind of segues into just for knowledge purposes for the viewers. You're required, everybody knows you're supposed to stop for a school bus, and when the sign goes out and the lights start flashing. But just to remind you, that includes, so like say between here and Henderson and the lake, or here and Gassville, that's 5-lane highway. You still have to stop both ways. Even if you're on the opposite side,
And in the opposite
opposite lane, you
yes.
still have to stop.
That's a good reminder.
And
That's
so,
a good reminder.
and it's very serious. If you get convicted of passing a stop, and they call that passing a stop school bus.
Mm-hmm.
If you get convicted of that, I mean, it's extremely expensive. A lot of points on your license, and you certainly could lose your license for a period of time. So, very, very important to pay attention. And the whole objective is we want to keep our kids safe.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that's a great reminder, especially where you have multiple lanes and it's more of a highway as opposed to a city street. So,
Correct.
well, I think we need to take a break right now, and we'll be right back with Sheriff John Montgomery, so don't go away.
It's a liquidation closeout at Sleep Mart. All 2024 Flex Steel recliners now 50 to 70% off retail. Plus, Sleep Mart will pay the tax on all non-clearance sale items. Hurry to Sleep Mart for the liquidation closeout today at 701 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home.
Even on the most perfect day, the unexpected can happen. But with just one call to their local Red Ribbon expert at Overhead Door, they can get their garage door fixed or replaced in a jiffy.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Experience the best in Mexican dining. Letty's in Gassville. Voted numerous times as the best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Come out for delicious breakfast served all day. Or enjoy an authentic Mexican lunch or dinner. $1.49 tacos on Thursday. 10% discount for seniors every day. No time? Call Letty's and have your to-go order waiting for you. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties, weddings, holidays, or big events. The best Mexican restaurant in the Twin Lakes area. Letty's in Gassville.
Well, folks, have you ever been trout fishing before?
Not since I was a little kid.
You'll do fine.
Hey, what are you doing?
Aren't you coming along?
See you downriver.
How do you start this motor? I've never been in a boat before.
See you downriver.
Well, folks, have you sold a house before?
Yeah, about 30 years ago.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you'll be okay then.
You sure?
Where are you going?
See you at the closing.
Hey!
At the closing.
We should call the Z-Team.
When the acres add up, so does the work. The Kubota LO2 series is ready for it. Part of the #1 rated tractor brand for durability and owner experience, it features powerful, dependable Kubota diesel engines, performance-matched attachments, and the versatility to get the job done right.
For all your Kubota needs, visit Ozarks Farm and Lawn in Mountain Home.
If you're looking for something wonderful and delicious, then head on over to Paradise Cream for a homemade ice cream experience. With over 20 flavors to choose from, like German chocolate cake or sea salt caramel, it's always homemade and delicious. Paradise Cream has something for everyone and also carries dairy-free and vegan ice cream options. So whether you like it in a cup or in one of their homemade waffle cones, you're in for a wonderful dessert experience. Located at 1525 North Main Street in Harrison, right across from Pizza Hut and Castle Rental, or in Mountain Home next to Ramada Inn, because you're on your way to paradise.
Sleep Mart's liquidation closeout is on. All 2024 mattresses are 50 to 70% off retail, and we're paying the sales tax on all non-clearance sale items. Hurry to Sleep Mart at 701 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home for the liquidation closeout today. Your senior...
And we're back with the morning show here. Oh, sorry, on XL7-TV.
Hey, that was very good. You can have this job when you're done with being sheriff. Welcome back to the morning show with, of course, Sheriff John Montgomery. And with school starting, and that was a great reminder about the school buses, but as far as once school starts, do you see your calls, any particular type of call that tends to...
Typically, no, we don't. I mean, there's, again, the main thing at that, especially when school first starts, is kind of, it's new, people are not used to the school buses and so on and so forth, and we'll be out, patrolling those areas mornings and afternoons heavier, again, trying to protect the kids, but I don't think so, not in any particular reason why a particular call would go up during that time.
So you mentioned the school resource officers. Does the Sheriff's Department supply the resource officers?
We do in Cotter and Norfolk.
Cotter. That's what I thought you had said. I just wanted to clarify.
Yeah, we have school resource officers there, and then again, the city police has resource officers through the rest of the schools for Mountain Home.
So what goes into with being a resource officer? What's their primary function?
Well, they're there for safety and security, and in fact, we just had 2 come back from a week-long extensive training in Little Rock, dealing with just new techniques and how to keep the school safe and the kids safe and that type of stuff. And so it's ongoing. I mean, all the resource officers, city, county. I mean, there's a lot of training goes into that, and you build rapport with those kids as well. And so, you're there to be the safety officer, so to speak, but at the same time, you build those relationships, and a lot of times those kids will come to that resource officers. There's a trust built, and they'll be able to talk to them where they might not talk to a teacher or a parent. So
that's a good point. And and I don't know that we have it so much in this area, but I'm sure we have some where the children are not brought up with the comfort level with the
correct
with the law enforcement, and so that kind of helps build a bridge. I'm sure.
Well, and here's something that, and of course we've seen this for years, but this is something that just happened a couple of weeks ago. So I went to lunch with a couple of my deputies, and there was a young man and his mother, a little boy and his mother in the next booth. And we have little lapel pin badges that we have, and sometimes we give away to kids or whatever. And so I had one in my pocket, and so I walked over and I introduced myself, and he was shy but kind of looking at me, and so I showed him my badge and asked if he would like to have one for himself, and he got this big grin on his face, and he said yes. And so I gave him the little lapel pin badge, and he looked at it and said thank you. And so I walked over and sat down, and I heard his mother say, "See, not all cops are bad."
Interesting. You never really know the impact.
So I think that's, I mean, again, those are, to me, it's investing in your kids or their future. So it's just, in years and years ago, I did a program at Nelson Wilkes back when I worked for the city. And it was actually called Adopt a Cop. And so a classroom would adopt me for the year, and I would go by occasionally and have lunch with them. To this day, and that's been, my gosh, that's probably been 30 years ago, I still have those adults now say, "Hey, Mr. John," because that's what they call me.
Really?
That I had in class, yeah.
That is so great. There's so much negative press out there, not in this area, but just across the country, defunding talk and, all of this stuff. So, again, I think it's, you never know the positive impact you're going to have on somebody just with a simple gesture.
No, and you're right. And to me, our jobs is to protect and serve, but we kind of reverse that. We serve and protect. And so it is, we have door unlock kits and all the deputies' cars. And so if you lock your keys in your car, we'll respond and do our best to get the door open, which we're successful most of the time. Watching and seeing deputies change flats or jump start a car that won't start or whatever the case may be. To me, it's serving the public, and it's a servant-like attitude that we stress. And when you do that, you're not the big bad cops, and so we want to be there, and we will certainly do what we need to do to protect you. But at the same time, for us, we believe service is more important.
That's a great motto, I think, to take into your work every day. It's not an easy job, I'm sure. It's not an easy job. I can't imagine.
Well, and I think, I say this, and I've said it for a long time. I love my job as sheriff 95% of the time. It has its moments, and I think if you asked all of the employees at the sheriff's office I think the vast majority would say something very similar to that. Certainly, it's stressful, and there's times when it's tough, but it's a great job, and it's not for everybody, certainly. But if you're called to serve, and if you're called to serve, it's a great job.
That's a wonderful attitude. I just, of course, the law enforcement in general, but I live in the county, so I appreciate the work you all do, and it's always nice to know that somebody's there. No one wants to have to call you, you know.
No, but we're there if you need it.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So I have a question, just kind of a general question, because I see this a lot on occasion. Seems like it goes in cycles, but you know those little rascal scooters that people. Sometimes I'll see people driving them in town on the sidewalks, but are those? I see people driving those sometimes down like Highway 5.
You're talking about like the
little,
wheelchair?
Like an electric jazzy or the seated scooters. Are those?
Well, no.
I'm curious.
No, the sidewalks is okay, and streets are. No, not really. But if you're going to, cross the street to your neighbor's house, I mean, again, we're not going to. But no, you're not supposed to drive them on the highway.
I always get concerned when I see somebody on like the highway because there's no shoulders.
Right.
And it's like I never really know. I mean, is that it's obviously not an emergency, but is that something that somebody needs to call and report that? I mean,
well,
I never really know.
And I guess the answer is probably because, again, if someone was trying to cross the highway to get to a neighbor's house or to get to the store, okay.
That's a little bit different.
But if they're running down the middle of the highway, we need to.
It doesn't. As I said, for me, the times I've seen it tends to go in cycles. But it's like, gosh, I mean, I don't want anybody to get hit.
Correct.
And I don't want to hit someone, but it's like you come around a curve or something. It's like, whoa. So that would be a case where call the sheriff's office
and of course,
let someone know.
And again, it depends. We've got 4 deputies that cover the whole county, so.
Exactly. Y'all can't be everywhere at all the time.
Well, that's good because it used to be 2. So,
yeah.
So now it's 4, and we've got 1 deputy that's been deployed in the National Guard for a year, and he's due back very shortly. And then we've got another one just got out of the academy. So there will be times now where we'll have 5 on a shift, which again, when you look at the 600 square miles, that's still not a lot. But so again, you call. It doesn't mean we're going to be close enough to.
Oh, absolutely.
But we still need to know because we may be.
Yeah. I mean, again, there's a difference between crossing the road to get your mail versus driving down.
Correct.
A lane. I just, it scares me when I see that because, again, no one wants to see somebody get hit. So, but up to 5 deputies, that is quite a big improvement.
It is
That'll
a big
be
improvement,
helpful.
and we're very proud. The Quorum Court has worked with us over the last several years to try to improve, and again, very thankful to them, and again, working together. It's a partnership, and I say that because to me, it is a partnership. I don't need to just walk into the Quorum Court and say, I got to have this, figure out how to pay for it. What we have done, and I think it's important, is when I go to the Quorum Court, I say, here's the problem, here's the solution, and I tell them, here's an idea how to pay for it. In other words, I've done that. So when you look at it that way, if I show them there's a need, show them here's a solution, and I show them how to pay for it, it's pretty easy to say yes.
Very nice.
I don't think it's fair for me to just go and say, hey, got to have it, you figure it out.
Right. And I'm sure that helps them as well in terms of trying to figure out where the funding or resources are going to come from. So, well, good work. It's always good to see you. We're almost out of time already.
I think we've got about 30 seconds. Is that correct?
About 40 right now. Yes. So, what's your favorite disco song on a parting note?
Oh my goodness. I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to think about that.
It's been a long time.
Been a long time.
Been a long time ago. Well, I'll look forward to learning another fun fact about you next time.
By the way, did you know ants don't have lungs?
No, I did not know that.
There you go. Fun fact to know.
Hey, that's great. I'll have to. Did you hear that, Scooter? Ants do not have lungs. All right, on that note, we're going to wish everybody a great day. Thank you for giving us a fun fact or two, and we'll see you next time.
All right.